Nigerian army is not overwhelmed in any respect.
Following the events of the past few days in Shiroro, local government area of Niger State, an armored personnel carrier of the Nigerian military stepped on an IED. As a result, there were many casualties. This happened early in the week. A week earlier, about 6 soldiers and some vigilante members lost their lives in a battle in nearby areas in the same Niger State. As a result of all this, the Nigerian military withdrew from a makeshift camp they built as a forward base in Niger State. This forced people in nearby communities to evacuate the entire communities. As you can see, people had to leave in a hurry because these farming communities relied on the fact that there was a forward base nearby that would prevent the insurgents from overrunning the area. Some had to leave as early as 4 a.m. in the morning because the nearest town where they could take shelter is about 40-50 kilometers away. Many of them had to trek because there wasn't enough motorbikes to convey them or even vehicles. It's a pity that Nigerians are being displaced in their own homelands because of insecurity. And considering the fact that these communities are farming communities, the effect on food inflation alone will continue to hurt Nigeria's economy. The Nigerian military knows how best to fight this insecurity. They know all the best strategies to deploy. They've been on it for a very long time. In fact, it's been more than a decade. Nigerian military is fighting insurgency. With all their best strategies, the one that shouldn't be deployed is withdrawal. Because this battle is not just a physical one, it is also a psychological one. The military should never withdraw in any military conflict inside the territory of Nigeria because they are legally authorized to carry arms and defend Nigeria. Withdrawing means they are running away, and considering that they are the Nigerian military, it hands a boost, a moral psychological boost to the insurgents because they will say, all our efforts worked. They have withdrawn. They have closed down their forward base. So we can now overrun the communities that have evacuated. It's a serious moral boost. So they should never run away or close down any base. Instead, they should reinforce to prove to them that, hey, no matter what happened, no matter the armored personnel carrier hitting an IED, we will reinforce in order to defeat them. That's how they should handle it. And the fact that they know that these insurgents are in this area, that they are in Shiroro local government area, they should make sure they deploy everything in their power to make sure they contain them. You see, part of the reason this conflict is like it's never ending is because the army hits and runs. They always attack and withdraw, attack and withdraw. So if they attack and continue attacking, even if it takes a year to continue being on the chase behind the insurgents, they would have finished the job a long time ago. Anywhere they see insurgents are grouping, maybe they see them from surveillance aircrafts from the air, they should devise a strategy to make sure they contain that particular group, not find a way to disperse them. They will disperse and, form different clusters. From there, they will regroup again and start doing what they know how to do best. If you remember, around 2015, before Buhari took over power, the insurgency was nearly contained by the Nigerian military around the northeast region. But after Buhari took over power, it was like they dispersed. From there, we started hearing insurgency in the northwest, even in the middle belt. So it's obvious that the strategy is not working. They are not containing them. They are allowing them to disperse. In fact, the Nigerian military should never withdraw from any front. Even if they have up to 10 fronts that are active, they should devise strategies to contain all of them at the same time. Withdrawing from any front gives a moral boost to the insurgents. In fact, it helps their recruitment because they will be able to convince people that, see, what we have done have caused the Nigerian military to withdraw and evacuate a camp. Can you imagine non-state actors having such a win? Many people will join them, people that are tired of running around. Like many people in these communities that are evacuating in Shiroro local government area, they are forced to trek miles in order to get to safety. Many young people will join them in some of these communities they are overrunning. So the cycle never ends. Yes, despite the fact that the military knows better how to handle these insecurities and deal with the insurgents, they should never withdraw from any base, whether it's a makeshift camp, forward base, anyone for that matter. They should never withdraw from there. If they are running low on personnel, they should call up more soldiers, especially the ones doing the job of the police. You see a lot of soldiers along the highways across Nigeria doing civil jobs. They should be able to call them up so that police can take over the job from them, so that this insurgency can be ended once and for all. Thanks for watching.